If you're in your 50s and still investing the same way you did in your 30s, there's a quiet risk most people never see. You might be locking yourself into working longer than you need to. And no, this isn't about chasing hot funds or tweaking your portfolio. It's about something far less exciting and far more powerful: where your money lives. Most people obsess over what they invest in, but in your 50s, the account often matters more than the investments inside it. Because at this stage, every dollar needs two things: a job and an address. Think in buckets. I want you to imagine three buckets: pre-tax, Roth, and taxable. Each one follows different rules for taxes, access, and flexibility. When you fill them in the right order, you stay in control. When you fill them in the wrong order, control quietly shifts to the IRS, the market, and the timeliness you can't change later. And here's the part most people miss. Once the money goes in, the rules are hard to undo. I'll walk you through a high-level sequence many high earners in their 50s use not as instructions, but as a thinking framework. Because copying a checklist won't save you. Understanding why might. The general order: 1. Capture the 401k match first. Free money is still free. This is the only guaranteed return you'll ever get. Bank it. 2. HSA. If you're eligible, used correctly, this can quietly become one of the most powerful retirement accounts you own. Here's the question most people never ask: do you spend it now or save the receipts and reimburse yourself later? That decision depends on your cash flow today and your tax bracket tomorrow. The Roth is the third, and that bucket is where the flexibility starts, not because you plan to pull contributions early, but because knowing you could changes career decisions. This is where advanced forks appear: backdoor versus in-plan Roth. Years where Roth makes sense, even if your CPA raises an eyebrow. 4th, finish funding the 401k. Now we confront the real trade-off. Pre-tax lowers today's tax bill, Roth may lower your lifetime tax bill. The better question isn't which is better, it's which gives you more control over income timing later. 5, taxable brokerage. This is the flexibility bucket. No penalties, long-term capital gains, and full access to your money. The move most people miss: automating this without feeling like you're spending instead of saving. Why order matters more than returns. From 25 to 35, returns can carry you. From 45 to 60, sequence carries you. A brilliant 8% return locked behind penalties is often less useful than a reachable 6 to 7% that lets you move on your own timeline. The real question isn't what's hottest, it's what gives you the most control. Wrong order versus right order. Wrong order creates tax bottlenecks that force higher brackets later, liquidity problems before 59.5, and retirement dates dictated by markets and tax law. Right order creates tax-efficient income, control over which bucket, which bracket, which year. The ability to downshift, consult, or pause without panic. Pressure test your own plan. Let me leave you with 3 questions. If your W-2 income stopped next summer, which bucket pays your bills for 18 months with the least tax friction? Are you quietly building a future tax bomb that collides with Social Security, RMDs, and Medicare premiums? Which 2 years in the next decade might be perfect for intentional Roth conversions or heavier brokerage funding, and why? The goal isn't retired someday, the goal is options sooner. If this video changed how you view your accounts or future, hit that like button and subscribe.